Welcome back, everyone. We are on No Man's Land episode 54. If you are new to my channel, since I've last posted one of these episodes, do not worry. You could jump right in here and be absolutely fine. But if you wanted to watch the whole series, of course, you should check that out because it's a great series. But yes, so what we have accomplished so far, if you have not seen this, we just, I think, have to do kind of a recap here of everything we've done. So we started off with a little field here, which I've actually recently paved over with grass, basically. And then we slowly built up our farm. So now we have this going on. We're slowly clearing out trees and stuff that are on our land and doing all that. But last episode, we really expanded our fields out and everything like that. And I don't think they're partly for fertilization, so not great through those ones, but we can fix that up as we get going. Does anyone need lime? No one needs lime, which is great. No one needs plowing. So that stuff's taken care of at least. And then we have grass growing in these two fields, and then it's almost ready to harvest here, basically. It needs one more state, and then we'll be good to go. So we get the most out of it. But yeah, so then we have horses here, chickens here. We'll keep doing chickens. Horses eventually we're going to get rid of. We have a small sawmill there. We have storages through here. Lime production there from our stones. Down here we have a small farm production building right there. It's making us some oatmeal right now. And this guy back here is making us barley. Or barley flour. Sorry, barley flour. There we go. And then we have some big fields that they just need to be planted and all that. We have an art field out here. This one eventually is going to be corn. And we're going to do silage harvest on this one every year. With the fermenting silo, we'll probably get that set up over here at some point. We don't really have the cash to get that going yet. So this field for now, we're probably actually just going to throw regular crops in it. So that's what we're going to do. And then these two will be grass. And then this one is going to get regular crops in it as soon as we get this grass that's on it now harvested off of it. That's what we're going to do. And I want to expand this field out as well. I'd like to bring this field, there's obviously some trees that have to get out of the way. I'd like to bring it down to here, up and over and across. So we might ignore this half for now and just bring it up and then across to start. That might be what we start with. So what we're going to do in terms of our fields this year, we're going to plant barley on this field right here in September of this year when we're ready to go. And then next year, we're going to wait until next year to plant the rest of the fields. This one's going to get soy. And I think we'll also do soy over here in this one. So we'll do just kind of like a cash crop there. Well, actually, yeah, that's probably what we should do. We could also plant canola and then do canola harvest next year. But then it kind of puts us out of position to do anything else on those fields, which is fine for now, I suppose. So we could do canola. What's the canola versus soy prices? We get our best prices here. 722 versus 1135. I mean, yeah, let's just do soy on all of it, I think. I think we get a little bit more canola because you have to wait longer. Canola should be a little bit better yield of a crop. But yeah, so what do we own land-wise? Ignore all the rest of this. This is the town and other farms. We own these chunks of land here. Oops. Yeah, so we own these chunks of land here. So this, obviously, we can do more field stuff here. But I think this year I'd like to get this field up and over and across, and that'd be another big field that we can run. So that's kind of what we have going on there. In storage right now, we have 100,000 liters of barley, 42,000 liters of sorghum, plus, I mean, just other miscellaneous products and stuff like that. But those are the main things that we have going for us. If we go down through here, actually, we could look at this. This shows us everything we pretty much have. Obviously, some of these are in our production facilities or in our animal pens and stuff like that. Where is all that silage? Oh, the biogas plant. We sold all that off. We don't own that biogas plant, so that's no longer ours. I know it says it's ours, but we have sold it. So it should be processing out and disappear for us, and it shouldn't be paying us for it anymore. As we go down through here, we have some equipment that's in rough shape. We have a lot of equipment to take a look at in the garage here in a second, in case you've never been on this series. Through here, obviously we don't have any loans or anything like that. $75,000 in the bank. We have 4 horses. Once these 4 horses are raised, we're going to sell them off and be done with horses. There's no contracts in this map. So yeah, we have, for production buildings, we have our oatmeal getting produced into, or oats getting produced into oatmeal, which is great. I don't think we're going to run this production facility actually anymore after that. We're probably going to sell it off as well. Planks, we're slowly processing our wood into planks, which we have a lot of money in planks sitting there. Stone to lime, all that good stuff. Barley into barley flour, which is great. Eventually, I do want to get a bigger production building that does that probably. But yeah, so we're doing really good for now. Everything is rocking and rolling. What we do want to do, though, let's take a look. So we have a lot of mods installed in this series. We have several tractors. I'm just going to take a look because it's been a while since I've seen our equipment, since I haven't loaded up in this game save in a long time. I'm just going to kind of go through each category. A lot of the stuff we've bought used, of course, as well. A couple harvesters. Some of the stuff we have, we actually don't have anything leased. We bought it all, which is great because we do have lease to own. So if we had anything leased, we could lease to own it. Cars, pickup truck. We got some trailers in here. Headers for our harvesters, of course. corn headers, big old stone picker, plow, seeder. We should get a bigger seeder, quite honestly. This one's nice because it does soybeans. That's why we're going to do probably some soybean. This one also does soybean. These are both direct drills. Yeah. What is the size difference in these guys? Oh, that one's 36.5 meters. That one's quite a bit bigger. But yeah, so all these planters are great. But so that's actually probably better we do that anyways, because to plant barley, we will have to use this guy right here, which is going to be a bit of a pain. So that's actually probably good. We're not doing too crazy on the barley. We do have a big old sprayer in here because I believe we have weeds on. Melissa did lime or fertilizer, which is great. We have a nice mower setup, which we've been using. Header there, windrower, bale wrapper, bale loader. We have a chainsaw. Down through here, we have stump grinder, wood trailer, which is great. For animals, we have a water tanker there. We have an animal trailer, front loader attachments for a couple of our vehicles, and then some front loader tools. We have a low loader. We have a couple of weights in there. Then we have our auto load pallet trailer there. So a lot of equipment. So that's what we're going to keep doing here. In terms of the meantime, there's not really a lot we're going to do. I might do a little bit of forestry, kind of off camera, but we're just going to kind of wait. I'll probably actually do it here in a little bit. We want to get this, working on getting this harvested and good to go here. So I'll probably bring you guys back in, quite honestly, when it is time to get some stuff planted. But actually, the other thing we should show off here as well, if we go down here, this is where our farm ends right here. We have a nice highway that runs along here, some equipment out there. We have a BGA that's new. Sorry, it's going to take a little bit of time for it all to kind of render in a little bit. Gas station up here. There's some houses, some cabins and stuff, and a nice little lake extraordinaire up here. And we planted all these trees by hand. We planted all these trees. We have fish farm up there, so I kind of really like this area. This area actually turned out really quite nice, so I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Yeah, that's very nice. And then this road eventually will connect up to the town. This road already does connect up to the town. Again, VGA here. I think that's a purchase point right there. Yeah, purchase point. And then out here we have kind of our main town as it kind of renders in here a little bit. So you have lots of businesses, and all these businesses are subscriber owned, as most of you guys know, which is really cool. If you have more business ideas, you can let me know down in the comments. However, I may not take any more. There's quite a few I still have left to add in here. But we got pretty much any number of businesses in here pretty well set and good to go. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. So we'll add some businesses, probably not this episode, but we will add some more businesses as we're going through. Then we have a couple other farmers, which these farms are actually subscriber owned up here. Beef farmer up here, which I love the concept of this right here. Those pallets look crazy down there though. But yeah, and then we have another farmer out here because we used to own this farm, but we sold it off to a farmer. And then obviously our main farm here, which is going great. So that's what we got going on. We own quite a bit of stuff. We're pretty successful in terms of farming right now. We'll probably take this series out to about 100 episodes or so, maybe less than that. We'll see. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep cracking on and getting stuff done. I'll see you guys when it is time to do something exciting. Probably when it's time to, I don't know. I don't even know. Probably when it's time to plant. But I'll give you guys an update here in a bit. So I'm going to keep getting some work done around the farm, and I'll see you guys here in just a bit. All right, just to check in with you guys, the grass is going well. We've made it through into July here. The bales are much bigger. You may notice that. I didn't even realize I could up the bale size with my new fancy harvester, because you can't on, or not fancy harvester, my new fancy baler, because you can't on the other version of that baler, but the one that Mark Thor sent me, I can. So we're now using bigger bales, which again, we're still getting the same yield off the field per se, but we're just using bigger bales, so hopefully we have to pick less bales up, which is nice. So yeah, we're getting things done. Everything's going well. What else did I... Oh, we got some flour. We got a full truckload of flour, so actually I'll show you that real quick. If we hop over here, I just set it off to the side here for now because it was a terrible price, so I put the flour out there. But yeah, so I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know where I was at. Things are going well. I'm going to get all the fields planted and everything like that, at least. Well, I guess the only one we're going to plant is... Actually, I think, you know what? I think we're just going to do all soy next year. I think we're just going to do also just a big, massive soy harvest because I think we have plenty in storage of barley. Yeah, that should be plenty of barley. Well, I don't know, though. We always are... Yeah, we got to do a field of barley. I think it's just smart for us to do that. So we are going to do this field of barley and then this field, what I'm going to do off camera. And I might do a time-lapse of it. So if you see a time-lapse next, that's what it'll be, of me expanding this field just up and over there. I'm just going to expand it out that way since there's still trees here. And then this field is going to get just plowed under, and that's going to be another field for us to grow crops on. So again, that's going to be the plan and everything like that. These fields we'll probably keep doing the just grass harvest on and stuff like that. As time goes on, I will probably start parking all my grass equipment somewhere over here, which actually, with you guys in here, let's go see if we can find a solution. I'm just speed up over here. It would be nice to put like a shed out here, which I know we don't have a lot of money per se. There's not a ton of space out here for a shed either, which is kind of part of the tricky part here. We could flatten this out and give us a little bit more room over here. Take a little bit away from the pond area. That might be the play, actually. Well, that could be an option. We also could, honestly, we also could put stuff right here, because we're going to put all that equipment over there. So actually, that might be a good idea as well. We're still going to have to do some landscaping. That might be a little bit expensive. So if we want to smooth this into there. Yep, that costs us a fair penny. But there we go. Okay, so we can probably put something there. Let's smooth that out a little bit, just to make it look more natural. There, so I think we can put, what we'll do for now, since we don't have a ton of money, we'll just put like kind of a gravel lot over here. This will be where we are going to put a shed eventually. But for now, we'll just park all of our grass equipment right in that area right there, since we know that's where it's going to go. And it's right next to the fields that we need to work on. So that's what we'll do for that. But I'll keep working on stuff. If I do sell anything, I might sell some stuff off camera just because we have a lot of pallets and stuff, and it takes a little bit of time to sell. If I do sell anything off camera, I'll write down how much we made from it and everything like that. So I'm going to keep working on stuff, get some stuff done, and I'll bring you back in probably sometime, probably honestly next year, maybe harvest time even, after I get some stuff done. Because you guys have seen a lot of this, so we are making pretty good progress on the farm. But also, I'll bring you guys back in at some point. We may do a harvesting time-lapse if I don't do one of the field creations. So, because I think I did a field creation one last episode, which I know that episode was a while ago, but we'll kind of play it by ear. But anyhow, I'm going to keep working on stuff, and I'll see you guys here in just a bit. All right, so just a quick update. So first off, we bought 10,000 liters of seeds. I just want to let you guys know why the money gone down a little bit there. So we have that, and in the meantime, we have harvested grass off of these fields and planted barley, and now we have weeds, of course, out there. I'll deal with those later. But on this field, so this field, this guy's waiting to fertilize it when it's ready to go, which I actually think we can do today. But this field is planted with barley, and then again, we're going to plant soy here, soy here, soy here. This field's been expanded out, as you can see, so it looks good out there. Now, this is just kind of where the terrain was rough, so I went up that way, and we'll bring it out eventually. Down, across there, so just like that. But yeah, so no issues harvesting grass and getting silage off of that. But yeah, we'll do soy, and then soy down here in this field. So we'll have a lot of soy. It's going to be a lot of soybeans for us, which is going to be really good. And of course, we get barley off of that. So we'll probably harvest it next episode. But I've noticed with this tractor, though it has a decent amount of horsepower, because this thing has, oh, maybe it's because it's so damaged. That also could be part of the issue. Oh, no, it's fine. It's not actually that. Okay, yeah, the damage is only 19%. Okay, sorry, not at 19%. Okay, never mind. So yeah, that's not the issue. Why do I have super strength on? Oh, a pallet got stuck earlier. That's why I turned it on. There we go. We'll turn it back off. Okay, so anyhow, it doesn't really drive full speed, even though it has. Let me just give you an example. What one of the issues? So like, for example, I had a plant with this cedar. The cedar should run at 11 miles an hour. It would not go faster than 7 miles an hour. This thing only requires 60 horsepower. That case has 179. So it should have been no problem going that fast. So it just doesn't seem like the gear system quite works right in it. So I think we're going to sell it off. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I think, yeah, we should repaint it. We'll get a little more. We're not going to get a lot off. Actually, we're not going to get anywhere near as much as I thought we'd get off of it. Oh, if we repair it and we sell it. All right, we're at 31,000. Now, the reason that matters is because I really want to buy this guy, because that is a screaming deal, only 10 hours on it, and we can get this in, I think we do, well, we want the front attacher for sure. But yeah, the big engine, what's the 270? Is there 276 or is it two? No, there's, yeah, there it is. Okay, maybe not that one, but the 249, that's what we've been getting, is the 249, I think, on this guy. It has so many different engine configurations. Yeah, 249 is pretty good. Yeah, so if we go back to the 249, this thing right here is $64,000 to buy. And that has a really good amount of horsepower, 249. This tractor is very reliable, so I do really want to buy this tractor. However, we don't have the money, so I'm just going to, we're going to have to call banks and borrow a little bit of cash from them. So the banks of Banks and Sprague will give us a little bit of a loan there, so we'll just have to pay interest on it until we get it. But I think we should buy this because I think that'll be worth it in the long run for us. So we'll do front attacher. Yeah, we want a front attacher on there. So there we go. That's something I think we definitely should buy. Oh, where did it? Oh, got delivered right here. Well, we're not gonna pay that delivery costs. I did that to reset the other one, so let's add 649 back in our bank account. There we go. Okay, so new tractor for us, good to go. This is one of my favorite tractors and is a very reliable tractor. This Case International is kind of older Case, so this is a very reliable tractor. I think it'll do us very proud. I should have repaired it while it was there, but that's okay. We'll repair it back at the farm shop. We're back at the farm. But yeah, so this will be very good for us. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I still haven't sold anything off yet, so our money hasn't gone up, but we should be able to sell everything off here pretty quick, or just quite a few things. So things that I want to sell off, let me get this guy out here on the roadway where I'm going to be able to just kind of let it run on cruise control without having too many issues. Here, let's see. And if we just set it, there we go, right down through there, should be fine. We should have, a lot of our barley, do have a trailer full of barley sitting on the farm. We've been going through a lot of the barley. Sorghum we can use probably to make flour here soon after we're finished with the horses. But I haven't sold any of the products we have. If we go down to our factories, we should have some oatmeal. Once all the oatmeal's done, I'll be able to sell that because that pretty much stays as consistent as possible. I did not think we'd make it back here this quickly. That is okay. Let me turn us back into here. At least I noticed that before we got in a big old crash of some kind there. Yeah, I'll let that auto save. That's fine. Planks, we have a lot of planks to sell, so a lot of money sitting right there. And then barley flour, we're making a lot. We have 50,000 liters sitting over here in a pile, as you guys have seen. And then I have, I think, like 30,000 in the trailer right now. So I should have 2 full trailers, or pretty much 2 full trailers to go with that. And I have a fair amount of eggs. I'm probably not going to sell the eggs just yet, even if we get a good price. But I do want to sell all of our silage, obviously, this year, as we do every year. Sell all the silage, all the flour, and I want to sell all those planks off as well. Now we have a contract, so the planks will be a fixed price. So those ones won't be a super big deal to sell off. But regardless of that, I think it'll be nice to sell some of that stuff off. And, oh yeah, let's repair this real quick. I don't know how much this is going to cost us. Here, I should look into that. 2,300 bucks. That's not too bad. Leaves us pretty low on cash, but we have a lot of stuff sitting around to make us some cash, so I'm not too worried about that. And this tractor will definitely get some good use on the farm, so there we go. I think that was a good kind of trade over for the tractors. We will eventually, probably pretty soon, get rid of this guy. We'll keep until we have the animals gone. But we'll probably get rid of these two, honestly, pretty quick. Start moving towards bigger tractors, because right now we have 7 tractors. We have these 3 large ones now. We have this huge one here, and then we have these couple of small ones there. So yeah, I think that we'll be able to start clearing some of those out soon. But anyhow, I'm going to keep getting some stuff done unless something else changes. I will bring you guys back in when it is time to start planting the soybeans on our fields. So I'll see you guys here in just a bit. All right, so I lied. We're not going to get to today's point of the episode. It's not going to be where we are planting soybeans. The only reason being is I want to get this episode out to you guys on Tuesday. And just with my crazy work schedule, the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I wrap up the episode here soon. But we have 50,000 liters of flour on board. I've already sold 50,000 liters of flour. I also sold 617,500 liters of silage. That is crazy. I sold it for $118,000, or just over that. And the good news was as well, or not the good news, sorry, we didn't have to deliver it ourselves. We again paid $5,000 to our trucking company here locally that does a delivery for us, which is nice. Their name escapes me now, but that's okay. Let's see if I can get all this sold off. So I did write down the starting balance for this, so we should be able to see how much we have on board here in a second. Okay. Or how much we've made, I guess I should say. Let that sell off. There we go. Last little bit on there. So we'll see. Okay, so now moment of truth. We had $74,000 in the bank at the time we started. So on that, I also paid our loan off. I should note that as well. So let's see here. We have 145 now, 145,801 minus 74,393. We made $71,408 off of our flour, which is awesome. That is absolutely incredible. So that's perfect. That's just the kind of cash that we need right there, which is great for us. And everything is working. We killed the weeds off here, and that's all good to go. So next episode, soybeans. I'm sure we'll also harvest some grass here. And hopefully, as well, we will be almost done getting rid of these guys. They're almost fully matured. So once they're fully matured, we're going to sell our horse off, get rid of them. I thought about getting the chickens, and honestly, I think we should, at least for now, because I think I want to clear that space out where they're at. So next episode, maybe we get rid of the chickens as well, or maybe we move the chickens, because I did talk about doing animal pens over here. I don't think that's a bad idea, and I'm not against chickens. Maybe we do a bigger, probably could do a bigger animal pen for chickens as well. Probably one in here that holds a lot more. 150, 30, that's terrible. 360, that's what we have right now. That's not the one we have right now. That's the capacity we have right now. Anything greater than 360? Let's see. 500? Okay, that's a pretty big one. 500. 720? Okay. And 360. So 720 is pretty good. 63,200 is pretty hefty. But I think if we did a couple of those, we'd make a lot of money. I mean, our eggs are going to make us a lot of money. So, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Should we keep doing eggs? I think that's a good way to go about it. I did think about... Oh, that's a big old tractor right there. Kind of want that. Cotton harvester, that's way too expensive for us right now. But this guy we actually could afford. We may buy him next episode. We'll see. Yeah, so we could do cows. If we wanted to do cows, we could just strictly feed them. I think if we feed them... Actually, what I can do here real quick, just to take a look, because I haven't done a ton of animals, I can just switch over to... I can join their farm, leave our farm real quick, and then... I can switch to take a look at their animal pens because they have cows. I know they're not taken care of right now, but hay is 80%. So what we could do is just do hay and just feed them hay. Their productivity wouldn't be as high as it could be, but if we just, because we have a tedder, we could just do some hay off of our fields or around the farm and then just feed them that. I mean, we do silage anyway, so we could do, but just instead of having to mix it and deal with it, I think just honestly just doing hay would be a lot easier for us. We even could get a hay dryer and do it that way and get a loading wagon, and that way we don't have to ted it. That actually might be faster. But then we could just make some milk probably, and I think that would be maybe a good way for us to make some extra cash. Or even if we just did beef cattle, honestly, beef cattle would be just fine. But however we want to do that, I think that would be actually a good way to go about making some extra money. Horses are terrible for us to make money. The other thing we can do is sheep, but let me know down in the... Oh, I got to get back onto our farm here. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think we should do in terms of animals, or if we should even do animals. I don't want animals to be a primary thing we're focused on, so honestly, there's a good possibility we just do chickens and then focus on chickens, because chickens are pretty much the easiest animal. And we can just load up the eggs using an auto load trailer like this one here, and it'd be easy peasy to do that. So that might be a good option for us. But anyhow, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.